It's the thrill of one more kill, the last one to fall. Will never sacrifice their will. Look back on the world closing in. Be on the attack with your wings on the wind. All the things will begin. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah. And it's ours for the taking. It's ours for the fight. And it's sweet, sweet, sweet victory.
Ah, sweet, sweet victory. Such sweet victory. I went through 9 episodes of that hell. It made me stronger though. I emerged from it tougher, more resilient, enlightened to the world after suffering through 9 episodes of that god-awful CGI mess of a whoring show called She-Hulk. Oh Lord, they took everything with that show and threw it into the garbage and then put it on a plate and said, here, enjoy this. But finally, we have some good news to report, people. Looks like they're done with that shit this time around. Let's get into this and I'll give my own thoughts on why this is most likely the reason it actually had been cancelled and another crappy reason that they've given us other from bounding into comics. Marvel's She-Hulk star Tatiana Maslany says second season is unlikely. I think we blew our budget and Disney was like, no thanks. Yeah, sure, it's your budget that did it. Right. Let's get into this nonsense. God, this looked horrible. Sometimes good things do happen. Yes, they do. Yes, they do. To the joy of nearly every viewer and the surprise of very few, She-Hulk attorney-at-law star Tatiana Maslany has admitted that thanks to its over-bloated budget, a second season of the widely panned Disney Plus series is unlikely to happen. The actress revealed the apparent fate of the Jade Giantess's solo series while making an appearance on the season premiere of the streamer Nerd Incorrect Codenames Live, the new class, an ongoing web series in which he and his team host various personalities for play sessions of the eponymous Codenames board game. Therein, per a recap of the currently unavailable stream provided by the direct, Maslany was at one point outright asked by that stream's host, comedian and actor Tim Reel, should we hope for a season 2? In turn, Maslany playfully revealed, I don't think so. I think we blew our budget, she added, and Disney was like, no thanks. Look at this nonsense. Look at this nonsense. And just to be clear, people, the budget for this god-awful series, the last I heard was like 225 million. That was the last I heard. It could most likely be more. 225 million spent on shit like this and this. That's what you spent $225 million on to make 9 episodes of this garbage. And you know what? You know what's even better? And when you think about it, Godzilla Minus One, called the whole Godzilla Minus One movie, cost less than 1 episode of this shit. They were just burning money. That's it, just burning money. Admittedly, the development comes as no surprise given the fact that Marvel Studios not only spent an insane amount of money on She-Hulk, but did so to disastrous results. Insane is right. As previously reported by Variety, Tatiana Siegel is in her now famous Crisis at Marvel expose, cost for a single episode of arguably the worst entry in the entire MCU had ballooned to roughly $25 million per outing. $25 million per episode as She-Hulk. So they could produce some of the worst garbage possible. The show didn't even have an actual point to it. But you spend $25 million per episode. Imagine if they had taken $25 million and put that towards something actually good. Just $25 million alone, you know. Put it towards something actually good. You would have gotten something really interesting. No. $25 million towards that nonsense. But with the series being made as a self-admitted FU to the male fans of the franchise, its source materials, this money was essentially thrown in the garbage as audiences chose to do anything else with their time other than subject themselves to the series writers' multi-million-dollar venting sessions, and that is the God's honest truth. They made She-Hulk with the sole intention to mock, berate, and attack the fans. The showrunner, I think is Jessica Gao, actually came out and admitted that she and her team would sit around every week and crack up and laugh about how they are just attacking the fans, and they can't wait until next week so the fans could see just how badly they're going and do something else to them because they don't really care. And the fans are just attending you. You actually got $25 million per episode to attack your core fan base. And Kevin Feige actually sat there and said, listen, this is a good idea. Let me give you this money to do this shit. That's it. That alone should tell you how much these people don't care about you. How much they absolutely just don't care. They got all that money for the sole intention to just berate and attack you and act like, you know, it's perfectly fine to do so. I watched every episode of that series, reviewed every episode. It got worse by the week. You could actually feel the contempt that they had for every man possible and everything otherwise. Like you had Jessica Walters telling Bruce that, you know, oh, she has to deal with her anger infinitely better than him. What the hell have you gone through in your life? Some people catcall you and somebody mansplain something to you. The man's life was ruined to the point that he tried to actually Minecraft himself, but no. Your problems, because you're a woman, are much more important. They changed the whole thing with it. He couldn't even give her a blood transfusion. No, that had some crappy car accident, and then, you know, she had to save him because why? No man could save any woman. They pissed all over that show and really shocked that this is what happened. Come on now, man. Look at this crap. They gave this, they gave, I think his Scar is, yes, Scar, they gave him a man bun. It's ridiculous and stupid. Notably, this is not the first time Maslany has poured water on the possibility of She-Hulk's return to television. It isn't. Asked during an October 2023 interview with Extras, Katie Cruz, whether or not if she had heard any word regarding a second season of the series, the actress asserted, I don't think so yet. Making reference to a character's fourth wall breaking meeting with the head of MCU Studios in She-Hulk's first season finale, Maslany explained, Kevin in the series seems to be very dismissive of the idea, so if we're basing this off of the real Kevin, then it doesn't seem likely, but we also think just trying to get rid of Jen at that point because she was asking too many questions. Then pressed directly, so you really don't think we're going to get a season 2, Maslany affirmed, I don't know. If I could be coy and have some little secret, I would do that, but I really don't. I don't know anything. Apparently, she also didn't know how to actually star in a good series, but okay. Interestingly, it should be noted that while Maslany has been constant in uncertainty regarding a second season of She-Hulk. At no point during any of her interviews has the actress ever said that she's outright done with the character. I doubt it. As such, while other television outing for Jennifer Walters seems unlikely, it does not rule out the possibility that she may appear in some other MCU project. After all, the franchise is currently starving for recognizable characters to add to its post-Endgame roster of Avengers. Nothing they do is going to be any good. Nothing. Well, yeah, they cocked Daredevil in that and perfectly happy to do so. So yeah, that's the end result. Most of it. It looks like She-Hulk season 2 is not going to be happening. And then I saw this. She-Hulk season 2 reportedly on the table despite star Tatiana Maslany's claims. Now this has not been confirmed. It has not been confirmed. I haven't heard any kind of confirmation in regard to this. Is just something that heroic Hollywood has put out and is saying is a possibility. Let me just do a brief reading of it and then I'll explain more. She-Hulk attorney at law officially cancelled following some dower claim from the whatever. Right, talk about it. However, it seems Tatiana Maslany's comments weren't entirely accurate. According to IO9, while She-Hulk attorney at law is far from a lock for a season 2, a renewal is still on the table as Disney's CEO Bob Iger reevaluates the company's offerings on Disney+. However, if the show did return, it would most likely take measures to reduce its massive budget. Now, again, as I say, this is just speculation. I haven't heard anything confirming this, but it also doesn't shock me if this actually turns out to be true, because Disney is perfectly happy to throw away money. Perfectly happy to throw away money. They would gladly give She-Hulk a season 2, even though the star is saying that, most likely it's done, they blew their budget, but I don't think it's because of the budget. You made a show to attack the fans. The character was not well received by anyone. The CGI looked god-awful. The story, if you could even call it that, was beyond nonsense, and nothing, absolutely nothing made any kind of sense when it came to this. But that's not going to stop. Like I've said many a time before, Disney is determined to die on this woke hill. They have a problem now because they are spending. You see, Disney thought that they could spend all this money on these shows and get back returns because they were falsely lied to and led to believe that their core audience are all these hateful wine moms. It didn't work out. It has not worked out. It's not working out. So now they find themselves in these situations where they have to take stock of their budget. When you spend $225 million plus on this, something is clearly wrong with you. So this article here from Heroic Hollywood is saying that, season 2 is reportedly still on the table. If it does happen, it would not shock me at all. But according to Tatiana Maslany, that ain't going to happen. And judging by this CGI, nobody would blame them because this was a part of it. Everything else involved in this is also a part of it. But this show was garbage from the beginning and needed to never exist in the first place. Let me know your thoughts on this in the comments. If you have a different opinion, I'd love to hear it. If you like the video, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't already. Be sure to ring that notification bell to be notified every time I upload a new video. And I shall see you all next time. Take care.